There is a huge debate that's been going on, and I find it absolutely fascinating. The Arsenal team of today versus the Manchester United team that won 2 trophies in 2008. I thought what we could do today is go a little bit broader. And let's compare the Premier League today versus the Premier League of 2008. We're going to create the best team of today versus the best team of 2008, and then we will conclude who has won it. Helping me do this, it's a fun task.
Yeah, it is fun. It's one of my favourite seasons as a Fulham fan. Danny Murphy, header at Portsmouth to keep us up on goal difference, send Reading down last day of the season. But Rooney started this debate, didn't he, by saying that they'd batter that Arsenal team. Yeah. So we'll settle
Rooney's
it.
right as well, by the way. Just to put it out there, Rooney's completely right.
The attack, that Manchester United attack, we'll get to it, obviously. That Manchester United attack is just a different level to what we see in the Premier League at the moment, I think.
Yeah, I'm inclined to agree with you. Football in 08 was a glorious time. It really was a beautiful time for football. And some of the players that we're about to discuss, it is going to be a joy to talk about them.
What's your 08 best memory?
If you're a Chelsea fan,
yeah,
I support Chelsea in England, right?
Yeah.
Terrible. We finished second in the league, so it went all the way.
Yeah.
We got beaten in a cup final by Tottenham. We got beaten in a Champions League final by Man United. And we got launched out the FA Cup by Barnsley. And then England didn't even qualify for the tournament.
Yeah.
Not my greatest year, sir. Not my greatest year, but a good year for you.
Yeah, I mean, it set up everything. It set up that Europa League run.
Yeah.
All thanks to Danny Murphy's header, so loved it.
Love it. Right, so what formation should we do? 4-3-3 would favour now. 4-4-2. 4-4-2, I think, is better, isn't it?
Should we do 4-4-2? We can have one of the strikers maybe in a floating just behind.
And remember, we're not doing this on their legacy. We're not doing it. We're not doing it on who they are, what they represent. We're doing it on how well did they play that season versus how well is whatever player we're going to put in it from now.
Yeah.
How well is that player playing this season? So if we're going to have a conversation about the midfield, for example, if we're going to go, is it Declan Rice or Frank Lampard? We're not talking about Frank Lampard's brilliance over his career. We're talking about how good was he in that specific season.
Got you. Okay.
What formation should we do?
I'm more inclined to do 4-4-2.
Yeah.
I think we can just make, we can put Salah on the wing if we want to put Salah on the wing, and it makes sense.
Yeah.
In a way, right? I think we go with that.
Okay, 4-4-2 works for me. 4-4-2, I'm a traditionalist. I'm not a hipster. 4-4-2, TID.
Especially with the amount of strikers we're going to get to later in the video. There's some serious strikers there.
Okay, right. So we're talking about the 2008 season. Mm-hmm. You're looking at Edwin van der Sar, the season that he had.
Yeah, I'm going to be biased towards Van der Sar.
Versus, say, Donnarumma or Alisson or David Raya, the season that they are having.
I think David Raya is having a very, very good season, obviously. I mean, Petr Cech, what was he doing though?
Petr Cech had a
good season?
Yeah, he had a good season. I think if we're picking a goalkeeper to represent that era though, it isn't Petr Cech. That season, it just has to be Van der Sar.
Yeah, of course.
He saved the penalty to win his team a European Cup.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
I think he broke all sorts of records that year as well.
Yeah, it's tough because obviously we're dealing in hindsight here, and Raya could do the same to win Arsenal the European Cup and we'd be having a different conversation. But Van der Sar, for me, if you compare the legacy with what he achieved, and obviously that season for Manchester United, it's got to be way above anything Donnarumma or Raya.
No.
It is, isn't it?
On both on their best day, we could have a really good debate about Cech or Van der Sar. Mm-hmm. But it can't be Cech in a season where Manchester United win the league and the Champions League.
Yeah, of course.
It's Van der Sar. He was integral to everything that they did. And I think that Edwin van der Sar is better than David Raya, Donnarumma, Alisson.
Yeah, I'd agree with that.
Eternally. It's like nothing that can happen to Donnarumma now, in my opinion, will make him better.
No, I agree.
So we're going to go for Edwin van der Sar in goal.
Van der Sar works for me.
Okay, right back's a bit trickier. So the standout right backs of now are Reece James, if you see him as a traditional right back.
Yeah.
Obviously, we have to talk about Jurrien Timber. Right back of this era is a little bit trickier.
Yeah, Gary Neville was injured. I actually went to Manchester United Fulham. I went to the game where Ronaldo... Do you remember Ronaldo had an unbelievable game?
Fulham?
Yeah.
When he scored in the last minute?
He scored in the last minute down a Putney end. It was a joke.
I can remember it. So it was an early morning kickoff.
Yeah.
It was the early game because I was in the pub at Chelsea.
Yeah.
Pub that was on the King's Road called the Luna. So I remember it so well. And it looked like you taking points off them.
Yeah.
And we were going in. So we're watching that on the telly. We're about to go in to our game. Yeah. And I'm thinking, oh my God. Fulham have done us a massive favour. Let's go and win. And
he scores late.
And I just completely deflated us.
And I know Neville was on the bench a lot because he was on the bench then and ran over and kissed. There's a famous shot of him kissing Ronaldo. But that for me was the first time I saw Ronaldo play football live, and it was just I'd never seen anything
it's
like it. If anyone's
intoxicating,
not
isn't
seen the highlights from that game, go and do yourself a favour and watch Cristiano Ronaldo 2008 against Fulham. It's ridiculous.
Yeah,
It's
no,
like
he's an
this-
intoxicating
it's
footballer
ridiculous.
in that form as well.
Yeah.
Like I know he morphed into something. Lots would argue better. Lots would
Yeah.
argue that the Real Madrid version of Ronaldo was better than anything that we saw. But obviously, I have a Premier League bias here. But you know that young, prodigious, uncontrollable, unpredictable talent.
Raw talent, yeah.
And I quite like the showy. I quite like the entertainment.
Yeah,
effect.
of course.
So
But if we're talking right backs, I know Neville was injured for that game. I'm thinking Wes Brown, was he their right back?
Wes Brown played the
We
Champions
can't
League
be-
final.
Wes Brown's not the best right back out of them. What's Reece James now? Timber?
Wesley Brown though, the hardest man in all the town.
He's a good player, mate.
He's the hardest man in all the town.
Take your word for it.
Come and have a go if you dare.
But he's not a better footballer than Reece James or
No.
Jurien Timber, is
No,
he?
no.
He's not.
I mean, Bakary Sagna will deserve a mention here.
Yeah,
Bakary Sagna was a good player.
underrated.
Yeah, he was a good player. He was a very good player, but he was part of an Arsenal team. This is right in the midst of Arsenal going a decade without any silverware. Like I think that Arsenal had some glorious footballers I really liked as well.
Yeah.
I didn't like them when they were in an Arsenal shirt, but you know players like Thomas Rosicky.
Yeah.
Loved the way Thomas Rosicky scored. Do you remember when he scored a goal in North London derby after about 2 minutes? Rocket. Like I love Thomas Rosicky, Jack Wilshere, obviously. Like they had some Alexander Kleb. Do you remember how beautiful he was on the ball, just like moving his body? But it just can't. What we're talking about here, in the Chelsea team that won nothing, but the Chelsea team, the Manchester United team that won it all, it just can't be. It just can't be. I don't know now. Now it can't be Sagna, right?
It can't be Sagna. It can't
But
be Sagna.
is Timber better than Sagna?
Yeah, I think he is. I know he's by no means has he accomplished more than him. Obviously, he's still playing, but I think Jurien Timber's a better overall footballer. I think Jurien Timber could play right wing. I think he's brilliant. He can play centre mid. He plays centre back for the Netherlands. He's a brilliant player.
Shall we get an Arsenal? Shall I now try and phone?
Phone a friend.
Shall I phone a friend?
You can phone a friend. I didn't know you had that
Okay,
lifeline.
Let me try.
Sagna.
Is
or
it
Timber?
Sagna? I'm going to phone. Let's phone Turkish. Right. Is it Sagna or is it Timber? He probably won't answer, but let's give Turkish a go. And whatever he says, we'll go with. Yeah.
Yeah. So you're not giving Reece James. You're not having Reece James.
He's not a right back in the truest sense of the word. He's a better.
Hello?
Yes, Turkish. It's Rory. I'm live. How are you?
I'm good, man. You?
Yeah, very well, thank you. We need your advice. We're building a team, and it's the best team in the Premier League today. So the players this season's form only versus the best team in the Premier League the season 07-08. So that season's form only, not the player that they are. That season's form only.
Okay.
Bakary Sagna versus Jurien Timber. One of these players will get into this team, but it can only be one. Who do you think it is?
Jurien Timber.
Jurien Timber better than
I thought
Bakary
you'd go-
Sagna that season. Just that season 07-08.
Yeah.
That was easy enough, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Well, your word is final. Thank you very much.
No worries, man. Anytime.
Thank you. Cheers, Turkey. Speak soon.
Love,
Ta-da.
love. Enjoy.
I told you, mate. I think Jurien Timber's just a better footballer.
Yeah. Do you think? So now we know out of the Arsenal boys, is it Sagna? Is it Timber? We know that it's Timber. Is it Reece James? Even though he isn't really he doesn't play that position, does he? It's mental for us. He's playing inside, and you've got Malagusto outside him.
Yeah.
It's wrong for us to put Reece James as that. Like Reece James is the answer, by the way. Reece James better than both.
Do you think?
Yeah.
It's close between
Reece
him and
James is
Timber. He's
total-
better than
he's
Sagna.
better than Timber.
He's way better than Sagna, but it's
Reece
close
James
to
is
Timber.
better. The problem is he isn't.
I think
Malagusto's our right back.
I think if Timber, not that we need any more right backs, but I think if Timber was English, you'd have a different viewpoint on it. I think he's so good. He's got a
Not
lot of
better
what
than-
Reece
not
James
better than
has, though. He's got the physicality. He can play in centre back. He
Reece
can
James
play
is
on the
total.
right.
Reece James is a total.
He can play in the
footballer.
middle.
No, but Reece James can dictate games from centre half, from central midfield. Like I think he'd be a great attacker. Like I genuinely
Yeah,
do.
I think you're in Timber. I think we're applying the same logic.
Okay.
They're both fantastic.
Okay, look,
They're both fantastic.
Reece James. So we go final here. Reece James is not a right back, and therefore the right back is Jurien Timber.
I'm happy with that.
Okay. Should we do a centre back? Should we do centre backs as a partnership?
Yeah, I'm quite happy to go first on this.
Go for it.
I think we both would agree that John Terry walks into it. Some of the options we got: Ferdinand, John Terry. We got Van Dijk, Gabriel, Saliba, Vidic, Carvalho. But for me, Terry is straight in.
Yeah.
There's no. We'll get to that when we have to get to it. I'm going to be controversial, and even though they're not having their best season, I would still go Virgil van Dijk. I know that the parameters of what we're doing are based off of just this season alone. The guy got 3 assists in the Champions League last night. Like, Liverpool around him have been letting him down. He's been carrying that team. He's got a madman in left back next to him. He's got a madman in Kirkes. He's trying to defend, and he's got Kirkes nowhere near him.
Mate, there's a problem though. If you're picking somebody from this era, which to be totally frank, I wouldn't. But if you are picking somebody from this era, Gabriel's having a better season than Virgil van Dijk.
Gabriel, yes, yeah. Did you see that clip of Harry Maguire handling him though? I like that.
I did as well.
I like that. That was, for me, that was like a he's on the plane moment for Harry Maguire. I was like, he's got to go. Like, as soon as he picked up Gabriel and tossed him to the side, I was like, oh.
I don't get precious about anything. Like, I don't think Gabriel, I know people won't like me saying this, right? But I think you're allowed to be a bit hateful after a horrible defeat.
Yeah.
When Manchester United have come to the Emirates and won, Gabriel shouldn't be swapping shirts and smiles and high fives, right?
Yeah,
he shouldn't be. So Gabriel did nothing wrong.
No.
Equally, Maguire letting him know is also fine.
Yeah,
like, nobody's done anything wrong.
Yeah.
In fact, they've both kind of done the right thing.
Yeah.
I kind of like both of their approaches.
Yeah.
Nothing worse than when you're getting beat at Stamford Bridge.
Mate.
When we got beat, Pochettino, right? Whoever beat us at Stamford Bridge, Pochettino. Do you know what he used to do? He'd be making a beeline for whoever was his mate from Tottenham. So, if Kyle Walker was on the pitch, he's just like best mates with Kyle Walker after.
Go spud him.
Yeah.
Hug.
It's like, wait, you're the Chelsea manager. We've just dropped points at home. Can you be a bit more?
Yeah, 100%. No, I loved it. I loved it from Maguire as well. He knows what he's doing. We've all played football where you've riled someone up and you go straight to them at the end of the week. Good game, mate.
Yeah.
Straight away, get out my face.
He knows exactly.
So I maybe am being a little bit biased because we're going off of like this season, and Gabriel's been a better defender than Van Dijk. But I just can't not have Van Dijk in this team. I think he gets into it if it's just based off of ability alone. I think it's Terry and Van Dijk.
I think overall, Rio Ferdinand is a better player than Nemanja Vidic. Overall. If I were picking an all-time Premier League team, Rio Ferdinand is 100% in it.
Yeah.
But if I remember rightly, Vidic of 08 was good.
Did he win PFA Player of the Year? He won it twice. It must have been this year.
I think so.
He won the Champions League.
And I agree with you. I think Terry's in
The Premier League, yeah.
I mean, it wasn't a vintage year for John Terry, but there's never been a season where John Terry isn't in.
No, John Terry's in.
John Terry's
in any era.
And I just wonder, I think Ferdinand overall is better. But I am inclined to say that this year it might be Vidic.
I think if it is the season he won the PFA Player of the Year as well, we'd probably have to give it to him.
No, I think Ronaldo won it. It's Ronaldo Ballon d'Or year, remember?
That makes sense.
But he won it the next year.
Yeah.
But I think the team of the season was Vidic, Ferdinand. They also won the league and the European Cup.
Yeah, it's
Is
big.
it that?
Maybe it's just based off that, yeah. We might have to put Wes Brown back in it. No, I'm happy with Tim.
Yeah, Timber's in.
Maybe we have to go with both.
Vidic, Van Dijk. Terry... Look, everybody knows how highly I rate John Terry. In my opinion, he's the best Premier League defender ever. But he did also... I can't really talk about it because it's too upsetting. But John Terry had a defining moment of the 08 season, and it wasn't a great one.
Yeah. I think that's fair. In what we're doing and how we're ranking them.
It's Vidic and Ferdinand.
Yeah, how we're ranking them, John Terry gets in this team if it's based off of all-time ability, but if it's that one moment and it's a moment's season and it's a moment's team, John Terry did slip and arguably cost Chelsea that European Cup.
Yeah,
but he's done enough.
If he scores, he did. Yeah.
So
we're going to settle on Rio Ferdinand and Nemanja Vidic.
Yeah, I think that's fair.
Okay, and that means left back there's only one, is there? The answer
let's
today.
Let's talk about now. Who's the best left back in the Premier League right now? It's tough.
I mean, if it's Cucurella, we have a very slim.
Could be Anthony Robinson at Fulham. It's not Kirkes.
It's not Kirkes yet.
Calafiori.
Calafiori was good early in the season.
He's good, but
less good now. I just think it's, even though it wasn't a great season, isn't it just Ashley Cole?
I mean, yeah.
Or is it Patrice Evra?
Again, it's tough to look past.
Basically,
Ashley
it's
Cole.
not Mark Cucurella.
It's not a modern player.
So it's somebody from that era. So then it's probably Patrice Evra.
I mean, we can't just give it to Manchester United players for winning, because also what we're doing is we're not being fair in that Arsenal could win the quadruple this year.
Yeah.
So then it's Calafiori based off what we're saying, isn't it? And then it's Gabriel and it's Saliba. So we have to apply a little bit more logic to it. It's definitely, for this position though, it is between Everett or Cole. I mean,
maybe it's just Ashley Cole.
It just probably is Ashley Cole, isn't it?
It's
realistically, Everett never hit a level, from my memory, obviously a long time ago now, but Everett never hit a level where he was a better left back than Ashley Cole.
No, I agree.
In any season.
No, I agree.
Whatever Manchester United won, you would have taken Ashley Cole over him at Manchester United.
Yeah, I agree. So we're going to go Ashley Cole at left back.
I think so.
I agree.
Yeah.
Okay, great. Now the midfield. This is where it gets really tasty.
Yeah.
So the contenders from today would be who? Moises Caicedo, Declan Rice, Bruno Fernandes, Martin Zubimendi. Who else are the
Caicedo.
best midfielders in the league?
Caicedo.
Yeah, Caicedo, absolutely.
Um,
And then from then, now you're looking at Paul Scholes, you're looking at Michael Carrick, you're looking at Frank Lampard, you're looking at Steven Gerrard, you're looking at Cesc Fabregas.
yeah, it's serious, isn't it?
It's serious.
I mean, what was Lampard's season like that year?
I mean, Lampard was just a guarantee. Lampard was always great.
he's always scoring
He's just
goals.
always
yeah.
great.
Yeah.
Scored in the Champions League final.
Yeah.
Scored his penalty in the Champions League final. You know, like, scored the goal. We got beat. We drew 1-1 during normal time. He scored the goal.
I think if we look in modern day, I think Declan Rice is many people's pick, right, for the PFA Player of the Season. I know we're only in probably January, nearly February now, but Declan Rice is an argument. If he goes on to win the Premier League and Arsenal and he wins the PFA Player of the Season, he's got to be in this team.
Yeah.
And on what we're building here.
Yeah. Do you know what? As much as I love Lampard won't want to be in this. Like, this is a season, like, I think every Chelsea player, particularly the Chelsea players with the standards.
Just want to forget it.
Drogba was brilliant, right? He doesn't want to be in this. See, like obviously, we could do many things where we talk about the brilliance of Lampard, the brilliance of Drogba, but it isn't. Not this season. Do you know who had a blinding season that year? Cesc Fabregas.
Yeah?
Yeah. Cesc Fabregas was really good. There was a time when I thought Arsenal were going to win the league that year.
Yeah.
It all went wrong for them. It all went wrong. But there was a time when I thought they were going to win the league.
He was special, wasn't he?
Oh.
It's almost unlucky his age just fell on that. Arsenal just started to fall off the Emirates Stadium, selling all their best players every year. If Cesc Fabregas was 5-6 years older and in that Invincibles team, properly in that Invincibles team, I know he was around it.
Yeah.
I mean, he would have won a lot.
Yeah, or 5 or 6 years younger. You know, when they were sort of rebuilding again.
Yeah.
He was just incredibly unfortunate, but one of the most gifted footballers I've ever seen play.
Yeah, fantastic.
And I think this season, he was the personality. Do you remember when he scored? I'm pretty sure it was this year. Do you remember when he scored straight from kickoff against Tottenham?
Yeah.
I think that was
just
this year.
ran all the way through. Yeah.
I think it's Fabregas in it, you know.
Do you think?
Yeah, and then obviously it's going to be...
Well, I think Declan Rice has to be in this, you know. We're talking about Declan Rice as the PFA Player of the Season currently. Arsenal top of the league, top of the Champions League.
There isn't one thing that Declan Rice is better at than Cesc Fabregas of that era.
Set pieces?
Maybe crosses.
Physicality?
Yeah,
he's a bigger lad, and he
he's physicality.
Gets around more, covers more ground. Probably set pieces and physicality.
I think Cesc Fabregas has to be in, and if it's Cesc
happy with
Fabregas
that.
or Declan Rice,
Is it though?
well, no. If we're doing like modern versus old,
Yeah.
so
Can they not both be in it?
They could, but then you're going to be leaving out maybe Steven Gerrard, or you're going to be leaving out Michael Carrick, or you're going to be leaving out Paul Scholes.
When they won the double, yeah.
Yeah,
It's tough, isn't it, to do?
I don't think Declan Rice gets near it. Even if Arsenal win the league, I still don't think it's Declan Rice.
Even if Arsenal win the league, what if Arsenal win the double?
Rice is an amazing player, and I love Declan Rice. Do you know, it's so weird for me to say that, because I don't like Arsenal. I don't want them to win the league. But I find Declan Rice a really warm bloke. I'd love to meet him.
Cool.
It would be an honour to meet him, right? But I'm sorry, he's just not a better footballer than Fabregas. Even Fabregas then was carrying Arsenal, right?
Yeah.
Declan Rice is one of the cogs in a very effective Arsenal team.
I could push back on that. I think there's times where Rice has carried Arsenal. You think about that Real Madrid result, those 2 free kicks.
Yeah,
you think about some of these set pieces. There's a reason that he is the hot tip to be that PFA Player of the Year. If Arsenal win the league, who is the Player of the Year for Arsenal?
Yeah, but it's Gabriel or Rice. Yeah,
Gabriel Rice. So you can't then applying that logic. You can't then say that he's just a cog in the Arsenal team. Calafiori's a cog in the Arsenal team. You can take him out for Lewis Skelly. It's not huge hit.
You put
Declan
your team
Rice
forward. So out of all of these midfielders that you can choose from, right? Bruno Fernandes, Moises Caicedo, Declan Rice, Cesc Fabregas, Paul Scholes, Michael Carrick, Frank Lampard, Steven Gerrard.
Well, the Lampard argument you've put forward brilliantly. I think you probably discount him for that.
Yeah.
Gerrard, we haven't really discussed Gerrard's 08 season. I mean, he's fantastic every year.
Year.
Just...
Also, that year, his relationship with Torres is in.
God,
and without getting too ahead of ourselves, if you think Torres is in your team, and I'm pretty sure he's in mine, it's almost remiss to not put Gerrard in it, because those two to each other, assists. If you're ever bored, right, on the internet, if you're ever bored on the internet, Gerrard to Torres, Torres to Gerrard.
Yeah.
Mate, it is absolute perfection, beauty, football poetry, liquid stuff. It's just absolutely wonderful, man.
Yeah.
I think Gerrard. If I'm doing it right.
But did they win anything that year? Did Liverpool come third? No trophies, right? I mean, we are talking about. I'm going to keep putting forward this.
League.
I'm going to keep putting forward this Declan Rice argument, mate. I think he's more essential to Arsenal than you make out this season. And I think there's a chance at the time of recording they could win the quadruple. I don't think they will, but I feel like they're going to get their hands on some silverware, and I think it's going to be the Premier League or the Champions League. And I think it's like we have to factor that in.
Fabregas, Gerrard.
Fabregas, Rice. By the way, Gerrard is a much better footballer than Declan Rice. But for what we're ranking
because you're a guest, I'm going to allow it.
Okay.
But under protest.
Mate, listen. I don't like leaving Steven Gerrard out of this team. He's clearly the better footballer. But what we're doing the ranking of, I think
you want to do
Rice is having
Fabregas,
an unbelievable season.
Fabregas, Rice.
Yeah.
Okay. Our midfield is Fabregas, Rice.
Okay.
Wingers.
I mean, there's one name that walks in.
Cristiano Ronaldo is obviously in.
Ballon d'Or winner.
It doesn't matter who's up against us.
Like I said at the start of this, mate, when I saw him live, it changed my opinion on how footballers could play the game. I couldn't believe what I was seeing.
No, I agree.
Ronaldo walks into the team.
Ronaldo's in. Yeah. Do you know who I'm going to put a case forward for over the other side? That season, Joe Cole.
Oh, Joe Cole
that season was amazing, mate. We drew 4-4 with Tottenham.
Yeah.
It's a horrible game. We drew 4-4. It was basically the end of our title charge, right?
Yeah.
We were losing and we were winning. We should have won it. Then we nearly lost it at the end. Terry made an unbelievable clearance from Robbie Keane, I think.
Yeah.
Keane scored a great goal. But Joe Cole that day was the reason that we didn't lose 4-0. Joe Cole, honestly, he was just the player. He was amazing.
I love him. I had Joe Cole England shirts for about 3 years on the bounce.
Beautiful.
And actually a player that if he played in this era, imagine Joe Cole in a Pep team.
Oh,
he'd be David Silva, wouldn't he?
Yeah.
He would.
Yeah,
He'd have 8 Premier League titles.
Yeah,
he'd be unbelievable.
He would.
But he was just probably slightly too
early. And he was
early.
unlucky as well because the players that were trying to utilise him, he never had the blistering pace of like an Arjen Robben or a Damien Duff.
Yeah.
He didn't quite have the shooting ability of like a Gerrard or a Lampard. But I would always maintain that Joe Cole's an elite level footballer.
Oh, mate. If he was in this era, like it's good that we've obviously started our team's formation at the start of this with 4-4-2, and it's like, actually, that just doesn't suit Joe Cole, does it? Because he's not a left winger.
No,
he's not a right winger. But if he played in a midfield three, that goal he scored against Sweden.
Yeah, in Germany. Yeah, he's an amazing player, honestly.
Who else
have you
up
ever seen a goal that he scored for us, 06, when we won the league? We beat Manchester United last day of the season. He bamboozles Rio Ferdinand to a level that is comical.
Right.
And nobody could do that to Ferdinand that era, right? He sort of pulls the ball back. You've got to watch it. We beat them 3-0. He kind of pulls the ball back, like rolls it back as if he's going that way and just accelerates through.
Yeah.
Just bursts straight through the middle. You know, like running through a curtain.
Yeah.
Just does that through 2 of the best centre-halves in the world ever.
Yeah.
Just does it straight through the middle of them. And we won the league. Yeah. Amazing player. My argument is Joe Cole left wing.
Who's up against him?
So the players of today... Doku maybe. Yeah, there's no one. I mean, we could even get a bit creative if you want to talk about maybe Nani and switching wings. I mean, I don't...
Salah? I mean, not having his best season, to be fair.
Yeah, no, it's
Got
not
to leave
Salah.
Salah out of it.
I mean, Ashley Young back then was a good player.
Yeah.
No,
he's nowhere near
Joe Cole. I
think it could be Joe Cole. Did he have a particularly good season in 08?
08, yeah.
That was
weirdly, it was a terrible season for Chelsea, but it was a great season for Cole, yeah. Yeah, I think it's Joe Cole.
I'm happy with that. So we've got Cole and Ronaldo on the wings. That feels good. That feels right. It feels more right than Declan Rice, but we've moved past that.
And I'll tell you what I can guarantee you now. No strikers from the modern day are getting anywhere near this.
No. I will say this. I think Haaland potentially has the ability to be the best. When I look at Haaland, if I put Haaland in this era playing in a 2, imagine Haaland up front in a 2. How many goals does he score with a team that goes direct and crosses the ball into him?
He's not that guy. He's not. Look at.
Come on,
he's
Rory.
Not. He's a great. I'm being serious.
6'5".
He's a great player, but where is he now when City need him? Where has he been?
Yeah, he's had a bad run of like 7-8 games. He's still got like 30 goals this season.
Yeah, he'll always do that. But
that's kind of
no, but that's kind of not what separates you. What separates you is being brilliant when you desperately need it in the Ataturk against Inter Milan when he went missing. What separates you is doing it at Wembley when Crystal Palace beat you in an FA Cup final and you shirk a penalty.
Yeah, I get you. He needs that moment in his career. He needs to win City the Champions League.
If West Brom get promoted, he'll score 4 opening day of the season at the Hawthorns, and everyone will tweet me about it.
Yeah.
But I know that that's not what the debate is for me.
You're questioning the big game mentality.
Yeah, I'm questioning what does Rooney do when his team most needs him to do something. I mean, what does Berbatov do? Do you think about the players playing them? By the way, like a shoe-in for this team for me.
But is it
Fernando Torres?
Is it Torres? Just one
Torres,
more.
I've never seen anything like it. He was one of the best players I've ever seen in my whole life. I've never seen anything like it.
Yeah.
You know when you said you had that coming of age moment with Cristiano Ronaldo?
Yeah.
I'd seen really good players. And And even I, who didn't support Liverpool, I was like, this geezer's not for real, is he? Like, what is he doing?
It's the long sleeves and the long blonde hair.
Mate,
and just
quality of goals, quality of link-up play, ridiculous pace.
Yeah.
Like, selfless footballer. Like, the player that we bought is a shadow of this.
Yeah.
Like, it was a heartbreaker. We got a dud.
Mm.
But I will maintain that one of the best Premier League players of all time, on their day, or their best single season, Fernando Torres.
So is Fernando Torres on his day better than Erling Haaland's ever been? For you, on his day?
Erling Haaland...
Erling Haaland, can I just give you some stats about
Yeah.
him? He is the youngest player to 100 Premier League goals. I think he's 25 years old. He's got 60 in the Champions League. That's never been done before. This guy's a freak. And he's playing in a team where his wingers, let's be honest, get the ball and come back inside and play it to the centre mids. Whereas if he's in this era, imagine Torres and Haaland up front with Gerrard playing the ball through and defence is playing higher and not being as athletic at the back. And
Fernando Torres at his best. Atletico Madrid, end of Atletico Madrid into beginning of Liverpool, that first, season and a bit.
Yeah.
It's the best. It's one of the best things I've ever seen.
No, I agree. I remember it well. He's a freak. Torres was a freak.
He was
I don't
amazing.
really know what really happened.
Must have just
to
been
him.
an injury.
Just a knee
Must
injury.
have just been
something
we bought an injured player. They knew we didn't.
Because Carragher always says, doesn't he? He's always saying when it was 50 mil, we were like, oh yeah, that's fine. You know, we're all right with that.
Yeah, but I went to Anfield a couple of days before he signed. It would have been in December. I was freezing. I was sitting right by their fans. They beat us 2-0. He scores 2. Wicked goals.
Yeah.
Not just burning people for pace, cutting back, picking a spot, curling it over right in front of where we were sat.
Yeah.
It's I just think it's Torres, man. Torres 08.
Yeah, I'm happy with
Torres 08,
Yeah.
and then it's got to be a Man United 08. It's got to be...
It's that Rooney, Tevez, Ronaldo front three.
And probably Rooney, the jewel in the crown.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, who else are we... Drogba didn't have his best season, right? So it's not a Nelka.
It can't be.
And do you know what we need to just touch on? Where are all the players? Where are all the strikers in this era? Gyökeres?
Mate, I don't know.
Is it Strand Larsen?
Where are the Mavericks?
Is it Jimenez?
No, they're not about. Where are the Mavericks?
It's gone. Is it Dominic Solanke?
It's also where are the iconic managers? You know, if you think back to this period,
yeah,
right. You are looked like Chelsea started the season with Jose Mourinho as manager. Arsene Wenger was at Manchester United. You'd have had managers in the league, really good managers. Martin O'Neill would have been in the league. Rafael Benitez would have been in the league. Roy Hodgson would have been in the league. David Moyes would have been in the league. You're looking at elite level managers, aren't you? Almost dotted throughout the league.
Sure.
Whatever you think of Harry Redknapp, really knew football, really good football manager. Where are they?
But I think they're there a little bit. They're there and about. I think this feels a little bit like Liam Resinders on your mind. You know what I mean? You're thinking with Chelsea, there are still some quality managers. For us at Fulham having Marco Silva, we're doing.
Marco Silva's good, but just to put it in context, right?
Sure.
Man City finished 9th. This is before takeover.
Yeah.
Sven-Göran Eriksson was their manager. He'd managed Lazio to a title.
Yeah.
He'd been a former England manager.
Yeah.
And he was at the 9th best team in the country.
Yeah.
Who's 9th in the league now? Let's just do a comparison, right? 9th in the league now will be someone...
Might be Everton, is it? No, they would have dropped
Newcastle is Eddie Howe.
Eddie Howe.
So I like Eddie Howe.
Yeah.
But you're looking at Sven-Göran Eriksson.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, I know. I think the managers... Yeah, definitely. I mean, if we're doing a manager for this team, it's obviously Sir Alex Ferguson as well. It's not even close.
Especially this year.
Yeah, for sure.
No doubt. John, it's been emotional, man.
Brilliant. Enjoyed that. I'm excited thinking about Torres and Rooney up front together.
Mate, it's great, isn't it? So just to recap on our team, we've got Edwin van der Sar in goal, Jurrien Timber, Rio Ferdinand, Nemanja Vidic and Ashley Cole across the back line. In the midfield, we've got Cesc Fabregas and Declan Rice, thanks to JCC.
I'm happy with that.
We've got Cristiano Ronaldo and Joe Cole on either wing with a Torres-Rooney partnership up front.
So 2 have got in. 2 modern day players.
2. And that feels generous.
It does feel a bit generous, yeah.
There we have it. John, thank you so much.
It, mate.
Make sure that you click the link in the description below. You'll find a link there to JCC's YouTube channel. Fantastic content awaiting your mince pies. Thank you so much for watching. Let us know your thoughts in the comment section below, and we will see you all in a bit. Ta-da.